taking a total of 20 kids, then we're taking 12 chaperones, so it's a total of 32 people.
In just about 15 hours, a group of Philadelphia teens is headed on what certainly will be a trip of a lifetime. They're leaving their neighborhoods and flying to Africa. The nearly 24 kids are traveling around 5,000 miles to Ghana tomorrow morning from New York City.
Really trying to dig deeper, you know, all the...
Look at my boys out here all free, living free and peaceful out here in the motherland.
My grandfather always told me one thing. If you don't know where you are going, know where you are coming from. Know where you are coming from. So whatever they are doing to you over there, know that you have a home. Know how you have Wakanda, you have Africa. Motherland is still waiting and calling on you.
Hey my people, welcome back to the channel. I do hope that from wherever y'all are watching this from, you are doing alright, and hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well. Thank you to all of you that support me on here, and a big shout out to my members. I do hope that you guys are as happy as I am, especially in today's episode. Oh my goodness, these moments just melted my heart. Yes guys, there's a group of about 30 teenagers that were brought to a trip to Ghana. And this trip was organized by, I think, a brother who is the director of a non-profit. His name is Antoine. I think some links are gonna be in here for you guys to look at it, right? But that melted my heart because of the reactions and emotions these young people went through, and the people that are literally reacting to this. You know, now Ghana again is on the internet. It is trending, not for the year of return, but for something that is similar, right? Because there's a brother that looked at something and he wanted to offer these young men a different experience away from the United States of embarrassment, right? And these young men, the emotions they went through, the way they were received, the way they were loved, and they're like, we have never seen this. We've never received this love from anywhere. And people were telling them, welcome home. You know, I want to bring these experiences. Why? Because sometimes the so-called diaspora wars can deceive you to think that this is how everything is like. On the ground, it is totally different. I want us to look at the experiences of these young men and some people that landed on these videos and their reactions on this. We'll come back and talk about it. Just do me a favor, like the video, share it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be back.
Taking a total of 20 kids, then we're taking 12 chaperones, so it's a total of 32 people.
In just about 15 hours, a group of Philadelphia teens is headed on what certainly will be a trip of a lifetime. They're leaving their neighborhoods and flying to Africa. The nearly 24 kids are traveling around 5,000 miles to Ghana tomorrow morning from New York City.
Really trying to dig deeper, you know, with all the guns that's going on in our city. We need to open up our minds. And just as crazy as it gets, we need to step the game up and do more.
Anton Moore leads Unity in the Community, the anti-violence organization behind the trip. The organization teaches trade skills to teens in Philadelphia, taking them off the streets and showing them a better way.
Why do you think it's important for other teens, young people like yourself, to go on this trip?
It's an eye-opener for real. Like I said, most people don't go outside the city.
Kamir Blackson is 17 years old and one of the 20 kids making that journey. He's been learning about carpentry for the last 2 years and tells NBC 10 this work can save lives.
It gives a way out. Most kids don't know a way out. Like, a couple of people don't know trades or don't know different skills that they might need long down. So they go pick up or go get a fast money.
Look at my boys out here all free. Living free and peaceful out here in the motherland. There we go.
You about to get a good workout.
I told him.
Yeah, you gonna feel that. I did it in South Carolina. I was like, oh my God.
This is how life should be for our young kings.
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
I'm set up. Look at their house. This is a really nice house. Nice bathroom. You like it? So, birthday boy, what were you saying about your birthday? Did you have a good birthday?
Nah, I just said it was the best birthday I've ever had.
Oh, why was today the best birthday you ever had?
Honestly, I don't know. It was a different connection that I never had back at home. Like all the people, I could genuinely feel love. I genuinely felt supported from them when they said happy birthday to me. I loved it. So it was a pleasure.
What was your best part of the day? Your favorite part?
Hopping on the sticks at the beach.
Okay.
And drums with my African brothers. I felt like I got rooted. I felt connected and all that.
Oh.
So, and then the kids. I don't know. It's just something about kids that make me. I don't know. So.
Didn't you get like a mentee? Y'all exchange numbers?
Yeah, I got a bunch. I got like 5 actually.
You got 5 mentees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some sneakers, some clothes. Gave them some money. So.
Oh, that's what's up. Hey guys, so I wanted to tell y'all about something that happened today with one of the kids, a teachable lesson, right? So we were out at this like beach town way outside of Accra, and to be honest, it was like impoverished, you know what I'm saying? Like the people in the community, you can tell they didn't have a lot, but they were like so happy, right? So the kid asked me, he was like, you know, you got hoods out here, like where the hoods? And I'm like, yo, look around. You can't tell we in the trap. Like, this is clearly the trap. I mean, like, look around. It's, you know, you got like sheds that are clearly people's home. People, you know, peeing on the side of the road, all this, whatever like that. Like, we in the hood. And he was like, but why they so happy though? He was genuinely confused because he associated violence with the hood. And I had to tell him like, yo, that's actually like a real American thing. You know, being from Philly and being from the hood and people being like super aggressive and violent and everybody hating on each other, ready to fight you, kill you over nothing. I mean, you know, that can happen anywhere, but that's honestly like a real like American problem. Like there's people who are impoverished, living in hoods, in the trap all over the world, and they are just like happy to be alive. The nicest people you will ever meet. And so I was happy to have that conversation with him, and I think it really changed his perspective on life. And you know, I think that he's going to grow from what he's experienced and witnessed. So anyway, I got a lot of such stories from this trip, but I just wanted to share that because that's something that happened today. Tomorrow you'll see.
It's the same blood that is running through our veins. Whenever you feel like coming back, please come back. My grandfather always told me one thing. If you don't know where you are going, know where you are coming from. Know where you are coming from. So whatever they are doing to you over there, know that you have a home. Know how you have Wakanda. You have Africa. Motherland is still waiting and calling on you. Never forget, it all started from here. So when it's getting tough, remember that Motherland, Wakanda, Africa is calling on all of you. Come, let's build Ghana together. Come, let's make Africa a great continent again. They know that Africa is the most powerful continent in the world. That's why they don't want us to be like them. But they lie. When our time comes, we will overtake them.
Facts.
Black is power. They know it. Black is power. They know it. They are doing everything at the right time. The right time. When that time comes, all of us in unity, we are rising up and show them that enough is enough. And for that thing to happen, it will depend on you, it will depend on me, it will depend on you, and it will depend on all of us. It's not only one person's fight. All of us need to come together. That's why I don't like it when brothers are fighting each other. It makes me sad. It hurts. How can...
Shout out to the parents and them chaperones who took a group of 20 or 30 teenagers from Philly, took them on a trip of a lifetime over to Ghana. I saw that video before I went to bed last night. That's probably the dopest video I saw a while on this app. You know, we do a lot of diaspora wars and I never engage in it. Seeing them chaperones and parents take a group of 17, 15, 16-year-olds that they already had in a trade program to the other side of the world, to the continent of Africa, taking them to Ghana so they can see with their own eyes that the world... Hold on.
Most kids don't know a way out. Like, a couple of people don't know trades or don't know different...
That video symbolizes so much within our community. It shows black men stepping up within their community, engaging with young men. It shows young teenagers' ability, wanting to learn, and them getting involved in trade skills. Then it shows that, again, as we always say, the world is bigger than our little city that we were born in. As you heard the kid, like most kids never been out the city of Philadelphia. Every time we see Philly in the news, they're always showing some crime statistics. It shows solution. You always hear people say, well, what's the solutions? This is solution-based. You had a group of men and parents getting in the community and teaching these kids trade skills, but then saying, yo, we're going to show y'all, man, it's possible for you to get out of here. Like there's a skit on Only Built for Cuban Links. I want to say Only Built for Cuban Links, but it's an album of Raekwon from Wu-Tang. And the skit is of Papa Wu. Rest in peace, Papa Wu. And he's speaking to Raekwon, and in part of it, he says, how far can thou travel? Thou can travel as far as the dimension that your mind can see. And I never forgot that skit that Papa Wu said on Raekwon's album. How far can thou travel? Thou can travel as far as the dimensions that your eyes or mind can see. And I'm paraphrasing it. Those kids from inner cities, whether it's Philly, whether it's Florida, whether it's New York, whether it's California, whether it's Detroit, those kids within our urban communities will be able to travel as far as the eyes can see. So if you're taking those kids, you showing them love, you teaching them trade skills, you now open their minds. Now it's not as impossible to make it out of Philadelphia without getting involved in gangs and gun violence. Now they're opening their mind. Oh, yo, we can network with black people on the other side of the world, on the continent of Africa. And I thought this was so dope because often on the internet we engage in this diaspora war between black Americans and other people and the diaspora. And this is dope for that reason. Because in real life, I'm under the impression, in real life outside of the internet, the diaspora wars is BS. That's why I don't engage in them. Imagine telling that kid from Philly, those group of 17-year-olds, oh, yo, you don't need to, yo, just take a trip to New York City. You don't need to go to the continent. Them kids was overly elated that a group of parents took interest in them and took them to the continent of Africa. big salute to whatever that organization name is, because again, that was the best video I saw on this app in a while, man. Hopefully more comes out of it, and hopefully we can replicate it in other cities. Salute.
I ain't gonna be long, but do y'all see them Philly kids in Ghana? That shit made a nigga almost tear up, man. Like, it's so beautiful. It's something so beautiful about seeing kids from the city get to experience that, because I was once a youth in the city and I wanted to do shit like that. We need more of these things for our kids in the city. Y'all talk about problem solving and what's wrong with the youth. They need opportunities. They need access. They need to see things. I don't know if y'all seen this, but it's so beautiful.
What's up, y'all? Hello. So I don't even do TikTok like that. Like, I have an account, but I don't really post. I guess I should post more. But I just wanted to make this video to say thank you to everybody who's been reaching out to me based upon, you know, learning about my involvement in the Philly to Ghana trip that just occurred, in which we brought a group of 20 young boys from Philly to Ghana last week. No, well, they just left last week. So I just want to tell people a little bit about myself. So I am from Southwest. I'm a native Southwest Philly John who's actually been living abroad for almost 10 years now. I split my time between Paris, France, and Accra, Ghana. That's a whole other story in terms of how I picked these two locations. But since I've been abroad, I've always wanted to give other kids, and more specifically Philly kids if possible, this experience to come abroad because I know like how life-changing this experience is. And it was actually like a study abroad experience that gave me the opportunity to go abroad. I didn't go abroad for the first time until I was in law school, and I did a study abroad program. So to give these kids that opportunity while they're teens, because the age groups of the kids who just came, they were from, I want to say 13 to 19, and we did everything for them. We got them their passports, yellow fever shot, visas, and all that. So these are kids who now at the age of 13 have a passport and have experienced the world, left Philly, left America, went to Africa, and they've had that experience at a young age, and I didn't even get that until I was in my 20s. But anyway, yeah, so when I connected with Anton, so Anton Moore, he is the founder and CEO of Unity in the Community nonprofit in Philly, which mentors young Black boys in Philly, gives them all types of opportunities, such as the opportunity just had just now to come to Ghana, but they also travel across the states, taking, you know, different trips across the states for different reasons. He teaches them trades, life skills, great organization. So I connected with him. He said he wanted to bring some of his kids to Africa, and I was like, yo, you know, I'm from Philly and I'm in Ghana, like, let me help you plan it. And I ended up like planning the whole thing with my other Philly chick, Keisha Bird, who is the owner of Travel Deeper travel group, which specializes in African trips. So it was actually like totally Philly planned. We had Philly on the ground here in Ghana planning it, you know, working back with the people working with the people back at home in Philly to curate this experience. And I feel like that was like a much needed element because we knew what would work and wouldn't work. Me and Keisha, you know, being from Philly, and we actually literally from a block away from each other in Philly. I'm from 56 and Malcolm. She's on 55th and Malcolm in Southwest. And we never met until we met here in Ghana, and we just clicked instantly. So, you know, us being from Philly, we knew like what would work and what wouldn't work and what we needed to do for these kids here, like what they would like, and we made it happen. And we're so honored to see everybody inspired by this, and we hope that this sparks a trend. Yeah, so we did a lot of activities, which also included some service projects because they really wanted to get back to the community while they were here. We did a beach cleaning. They built desks for local school students. They also got an opportunity to meet local kids. And so it was cool for them to see like their peers across the world here in Africa, people who look just like them, their same age, but to see how they living over here. And they were so inspired by it. They truly had a ball. And to me, this was like such a dream come true because, again, this is something I've always wanted to do. And my whole life mission is to connect those of us in the diaspora and to bring more of us back home. I am a dual citizen in Ghana. So I have my Ghanaian citizenship. I was one of the 524 people who received Ghanaian citizenship last November. So look that up and you can learn more about that. And one of the things I told the Ghanaian government when I got my citizenship was like, I'm going to help contribute to the brain game in terms of bringing the best minds back here to the continent to help build and develop the continent, to help it flourish. And this type of program to bring local youth here, cultural exchange, this is just like one of the projects that I'm working on in terms of like bridging the gap between us. But I also do things like connect people who want to move here, who want to start a business here, who want to volunteer here. So if that's you, hit me up, reach out, and hope to see you on the side.
You have been very observant. You have been watching everything. And I want to tell you that you are privileged. At your age, for the community, for your parents to sacrifice and send you in Ghana here to come and spend 1 week and learn a lot, I want to tell you that you are lucky, you are privileged, and you should be grateful. You should be grateful. Why? Because some of us, we never got this opportunity. Even up to now, I can tell you that 70% of Ghanaians have never been to the places that you went to. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they don't have the means. The hustle that you saw on the street, they are real. Everything that you saw is real. So for you to be here, you need to be grateful. You need to be happy. And when you go back, I'm sure and I believe that your life is not going to be the same.
America might definitely have everything in terms of the glamour, the luxury, the convenience, but it definitely has some social aspects that are lacking, which is the reason as to why I loved this team so very much. The people that organized this, a shout out to you guys. I have incorporated a few clips of one of the sisters that helped to organize, just in case you guys can reach out, because I feel like this should be something that is given to the young people to see another side of the world. One of the things that touched me the most is a young man that asked, where are the hoods here? And where they were, like, it was impoverished, like it was the village, because we call them villages over here, right? Young man was definitely surprised that there's no DR or drug problem, that there is no, violence and unaliving of each other. Yeah. And you know what, this is something that needs to be emphasized, because you know what, whenever communities grow or whenever countries grow, one of the things that they get rid of all that lacks or that gets eroded is community. Yeah, you realize that in these villages where there's impoverishment, still there's what we call community. So they think about planting crime and DRUGs, right? And they're like, if we do this, we are going to be destroying our own people. Yeah. And then when we compare to America, the people that have planted the drug and violence problem, they benefit from this, because otherwise it fits the narrative of the stereotypes of black people. Have you ever wondered why this is an issue only in black neighborhoods? Yeah, I think this should tell us. And for young men to recognize that, wow, these people are in what we can call a hood. They are happy. They are not unaliving each other. That's what our young men need to know. That this is a problem that has been planted in their community by their oppressors. Another one that slapped me in the face was the Ghanaian brother that told them, if you don't know where you're going, at least know where you're coming from. And he was like, it does not matter what the people you live with take you through. Know that you have a home. This is home. Welcome back. This is Wakanda. Wakanda will always welcome you. You will always have a place to. That's amazing, because some of the life lessons that I've grown up with, it's like the life lesson every parent imparts in a child over here, that maybe we are not certain of what your future is going to look like, but look where you're coming from. And that's how I grew up. I knew where I was coming from, and I knew I had to change things. I knew I had to study. I knew how to work hard. You know, my head wasn't just focused on the money. No, my head was to change my entire background and change my lineage, right? Maybe I was a product of my background, poverty and impoverishment, right? But I decided, I was like, I don't want to see my lineage looking like this. I have to change things. And because I knew where I was coming from, look at me right here. Yeah, talking to you guys, talking to professors, talking to educators, talking to doctors, talking to influencers, talking to mothers, talking to fathers, talking to grandparents. And all of you are listening to me. That's because I knew where I was coming from. And this is what our people need to know. This is what our young people need to know from the United States of America. That life is not just all about the music and all, you know, this violence and all this romanticized ghetto culture. And that when they come over here, they came and met young people that look like them, that are studying hard, that taught them. Do you know what it means to interact with the people that look like you, teach you even just a skill of drumming? Did you see our young people dancing along, yes, singing along to some of the rhythms that they probably didn't even know? They were freely swimming and you know, riding boats, and they were just free. These are some of the concepts that are never known to our people, that you can have this. That's why I emphasize and encourage our people to come. If there's anything you can ever give to your child as a gift, this is one of the things that why people give to their kids. You find a lot of teenagers in Africa, white kids. Yeah, and when they go back, their lives never like remain the same. Do you know that when a white kid is misbehaving, they are brought to Africa to be disciplined? And when they look at the perspectives of life and how things are like, literally they go back, life changed. I think this needs to be encouraged. Yeah, instead of you guys donating to organizations and giving money, knowing very well that this is never ever gonna reach to where you're sending the money to, why don't we invest in such initiatives and organizations that can help to bring our, you know, teenagers, princes and princesses, kings and queens on the continent to see the people that look like them? It melts my heart to know that we embracing you is just such a big deal. When, for goodness' sake, that's who we are. We love you. Genuinely. We welcome you. We would like to, you know, just the cultural exchange itself. Yeah? The brother was like, you need to even be grateful as you kids because your community has decided to give you this. This is what we need. In reality, diaspora shows you that, oh, they don't like us. Young men were able to tell the love they received. Yeah? And so the internet is not a real place. And you know how excited I am and how it is melting me. You saw one of my interviews that I normally do with my people that I host here. Same reaction that I give when I see others going the other side of the world, even if they are in Ghana. I am still happy because they are going to meet people that are like me naturally. That's who we are. Doesn't matter whether you are in Kenya, doesn't matter whether you are in Ghana or you go to Nigeria, of course, you're gonna love it. But for me, the fact that young black men are now seeing a different... Do you know, like, it's not gonna shock me if they are leaving and they are crying. For the very first time, they are able to eat authentic African food, no genetically modified stuff, no nothing, everything is just organic. The emotions, the love, everything is organic. Living organically with nature, living among people that look like you. Yeah? And that's what we are encouraging on this channel. I really, really know for sure and for a certain that these kids, their mindsets and perspectives are going to be shifted for life. For life. Yeah, give these kids a gift of a passport. If you have any kid, like any teenager, that you can afford anything, please, I know you love giving your kids the luxuries, the cars, the iPhone, the latest iPhones, the latest PS5s and all of that. Give your child a passport. Give your child a passport. Let them start experiencing the world. Their lives, they will appreciate you for life. I tell you what, these kids will never look at themselves the same, even when something is trying to drag them down the hill. They will remember what they saw. They will remember finding young men, young children that are literally so proud of being in their skin, young children that are having skills as well as, you know, them, brothers, and I are exchanging all of this, right? And they are able to connect. You see, they exchanged numbers. You see the parents that were in the comment section that were like, look at my kids are able, and more other people were like, if there's any other, you know, movement that is supporting this, I would like to donate. That is what we love. Okay, on the ground, we are building something beautiful. Shout out to you brothers that never buy into the narrative of, you know, Africans don't like us. Shout out to you. I love you genuinely. And to those that buy into the narrative, I cannot change your mindset. It is okay. You have believed what you believed, and it is all right. Okay. When everything works out for good for us, because scriptures say God causes everything to work out for good to those that love him, yeah? When God causes everything to work out for good and you see the excellence and the fruits of this, you probably might change your mind as well. We may not force you, but look at this. At least this will shift your mindset. Yeah, I love all of you. I would like to give you an experience just in case you want to come and visit Uganda specifically. I run an Airbnb and I'm seated in it right now. That's where I'm recording from because someone is helping me to clean and prepare for the next clients, especially if you're a couple and you are two people. I would like to give you that experience. If you have a teenager, you can still come and, you know, send them over. Like, I would like to do that, but it's not just me. There are just so many people that are in this. Reach out to some of these people. Their IGs are written in the videos. Reach out, donate to these causes. I am passionate, but I am so happy that our young people know that the Africa that was always showed to them that it is bad and all of that, they are seeing differently. That indeed, Africa might not have everything, but the social aspects of community and working together and loving each other and knowing that, you know, there's not such huge problems with young people growing up having to literally be safeguarded so very much because, you know, drugs are waiting on the street, everything like is messed up. Yeah, that perspective, it is so exciting to see. I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section, because from me for today, that's it. I'll see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie, and stay safe, stay blessed. Welcome to the motherland if you can. And those of you that can't, it is all right. We will keep bringing you this so you will see and admire on the screens and, you know, feed into the emotions and joy. And hopefully these emotions are able to heal you because they come from genuine places. Love you and bye.